So I'd like to do a little ditty again on the book of Joshua, and I know that I'd sent you something a few days ago about this, but the more I read about this book, the more I think it was given the wrong name. It shouldn't be called the book of Joshua. It should be called the book of obstacles. And these aren't any ordinary obstacles. These are insurmountable obstacles that are presented to us in the book of Joshua. And I'll tell you what I mean by this. Obviously, God had told the Israelites that he wanted them to inhabit the promised land. I mean, he was giving it to them. And one of the first problems that Israel confronts is the Jordan River. I mean, it's a sizable body of moving water, and it's at flood stage. And you have about, 1 million or more Israelites that have to pass through this river and get to the other side if they're to continue God's plan of inhabiting the promised land. But there's really nothing Israel can do, and so they begin to cry out to the Lord, and God hears them, and he stops the flow of the river. And so because of that, 1 million or more Israelites are able to cross over. And this, I think, is characteristic of pretty much the entire book of Joshua, in that Israel encounters one insurmountable obstacle after another, like Jericho, like Ai, like the countless other towns and or regions. And it's only through God's divine intervention that they have victory. And so I think in a very real sense, you can say that the book of Joshua isn't so much about the Israelites as it is about God giving the Israelites these victories. And when I look at my own life, and I'm sure, people can identify with this, there are times when we go through obstacles that are insurmountable, just like the Israelites did in the book of Joshua. And the only way that we can really overcome them is to give it to the Lord and allow God to fight the battle for us. And I wonder if when we do go through these events in our lives that are too great for us, if they're not somehow foreordained by God for the very purpose of driving us out of ourselves and instead driving us to him so that we might depend upon him totally and fully. Because when you think about it, that's the only way we can have a relationship really that's worth having. And I think too, that's the only way we can get the deep healing that we truly need. Just some food for thought. God bless you.